I'm really going to try my best to summarise everything that I've just seen there, watching United draw 3-3 against Porto. 2-0 up, 2-2, 3-2 down, Maguire in the last minute. I call it bar brawl football down there. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's just the chaos of watching Manchester United in Europe under Erik Ten Hag. Whether it's Galatasaray last season, or Copenhagen last season, or Bayern Munich last season, or apparently Porto this season. Oh, gee. Absolutely nothing in that game surprised me. And I mean nothing. Not from Manchester United coming out on the start of the game and actually, oh, look, we can play football and scoring 2 good goals. Thank you, Diogo Costa. But still, the moves that we made to create those chances were good. And neither did United sitting a little bit deeper, concentration going, and conceding a goal. And neither did Manchester United conceding a second goal 6 minutes later and conceding 2 goals to give up a 2-0 lead. And neither did Manchester United in the second half, playing open football like Moses parting the Red Sea. That's what United were in that second half in the first 15 minutes. I'm guessing Marcus Rashford was taken off because of injury. Otherwise, that's one of the strangest substitutions I've ever seen. But then Porto are now 3-2 up. And Man United are getting frustrated. Bruno got sent off for a second yellow. Did his foot touch the player? Not really. But you're on a yellow card, away from home in Europe, and you're challenging a ball that high. I think most referees are going to give that as a second yellow. And as United fans, we probably want it the other way. But then Maguire came up with a big goal for Erik Ten Hag. Does it change the narrative of the game? Does it change the feeling of the chaos that we just watched? I'll be honest, not really. Of course, a draw is far better than a loss. I don't need to tell you that, but just the chaos of what we're watching. Like, if it's not Manchester United, look, that's Crystal Palace in the first half, where we look like a good team in the second half. Boom. Completely different. Liverpool in the first 20 minutes, we look good. We look decent. Boom. 2 mistakes from Casemiro. Boom. Head's gone. This team is just so mentally fragile. I'll pull up this stat that's going to make you go, stop this, and go and throw up somewhere in a corner. 2 goals in 4 minutes against Bayern Munich, 2 in 10 against Galatasaray, 2 in 4 against Copenhagen, 2 in 9 against Galatasaray away, and 2 in 7 there against Porto. Open sesame. And it was just, as I said, the chaos of watching United play with under Ten Hag, certainly away in Europe. It's madness. I mean, let's be honest, we're not too surprised the fact that we played with Casemiro and Eriksen. We got an open midfield, but I mean, we created chances there today. How many shots was it down there? 29 overall. Today, I wanted to see progress, development. That's all I've wanted to see this season. I'm not expecting United to be storming it at the top of the league right now, but I am not expecting to see what I saw last season. And I didn't want to see last season. I don't want to see it again this season. Just the sheer frantic nature of the style and approach is very good for a neutral. Awful for a United fan. Very good for Gaviscon. Sales have gone through the roof. Awful for as a United fan trying to watch your team play football. And as I said, it's not just in Europe, but we're an open team against Erik Ten Hag. And I think that's quite an important part of that game that I want to sort of speak about now. And I'll speak about this more maybe in another video tomorrow. But at a time when United were 2-0 up and we conceded 2 and we went in at half-time, right? That's when Ten Hag's thinking, right, what am I going to do to change this game? And his decision at that point was to go open. His decision was, I suppose we're better than you. We're going to score, so it doesn't really matter if we leave space on the transition. Let's do it. And he took that, and that was a risk. And as United fans, we enjoy our managers taking risks. Yeah, if they're calculated. All right, and I don't particularly think that risk at the start of the second half was particularly calculated. It was just sort of, sod it, let's go. That's why I called it bar brawl football. It's like 2 drunk uncles arguing at a wedding. It didn't really look. Marcus Rashford, as I said, I'm guessing he went off because of injury. Because otherwise, that's one of the weirdest substitutions I've ever seen in my life. I thought it was a little bit weird that both De Ligt and Martinez went off. Let's be honest, both of them played poor. The concentration levels just weren't there, and it's all up there. I swear on my life. Maybe it's not all up there. Okay, that's a lie. I take that back. But Martinez didn't see the threat. Pepe goes in, knocks it in. 2-1. De Ligt, he just got out-muscled, really, by Samu. and he got his his first goal of the game. It was got his second after. Concentration, it's just not there. I don't know what you want to call United anymore. Jekyll and Hyde. It's not even game to game. It's not even in a game. It's not even half to half. It's like the first 20 minutes you can be good, and the second 20 minutes you can be terrible, and then you can be good for another 10 minutes, and then you can be crap for another 20. It's just a yo-yo effect of watching Manchester United under Ten Hag and just how these players play. And you're going to go to the point in the argument, which I think is completely fair, is in game, you tune it up. Surely you can control and manage that. But it did feel like we were dropping a little bit, and they just started firing the crosses in, and it was just, as I said, oh man. You wonder why, like, some people are losing belief, man. You're 2-0 up. Any game that you're 2-0 up in and you don't come away with the win, you've ballsed up. You've done the hard work. Rashford and Højlund won his first start. Good goal. I mean, look, as I said, Costa probably should have done better with both, but I think that certainly with the Højlund goal, the move was really patient. Front to back to another little flick on from Højlund to Eriksen. Good move, great. Goal and assist from Marcus Rashford. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you reach that point and then you end the game 3-3 with a 91st minute equalizer from Harry Maguire. By the way, look, we equalised in the 91st minute, and I'm pretty sure the ref still blew on 5 minutes. Weird. The one thing I wanted to see this season was control. And that there, in that game, was the total opposite, and just a perfect sort of synopsis of our season. Really was summed up in that game. We had the good parts, the reaction, when Ten Hag's back was against the wall and the pressure was on, the players delivered. And I wasn't surprised, as I said at the start of the video, I wasn't surprised by that. Nor was I surprised by the fact that the heads went, the concentration just went out the ears, and we conceded two. Nor the fact that they scored a third. Nor the fact that, I suppose the only surprise really was that United managed to come back towards the end. It was a good cross from Eriksen, and it was a good goal from Maguire. But that's not really going to go and do anything to ease fears of United fans about football under Ten Hag. And going into the game against Aston Villa, if we're that open against Villa, it was Casemiro and Eriksen playing a full 90 minutes. No Ugarte, who we brought to bring balance in the midfield, and he wasn't involved at all. It's a little bit strange. Just chaos football. Bar brawl football. The perfect example of what we've watched in these, not in the first season where we actually had resilience and we kept clean sheets and we knew what we were doing, but second and third season, that's United football, and that was just breathless chaos. And I just want boring, controlled wins. Too much to ask for, apparently.